1/5 of all schools in Burkina Faso are closed. More students are staying away as groups linked to Islamic State and Al-Qaeda are carrying out a brutal campaign of violence across the country. Around 700,000 students are being affected, including 13-year-old Sakinata Ouagadougou. She fled her hometown of Djibo 2 years ago and now lives in the capital, Ouagadougou. Because the government only registers displaced persons in camps far away from the capital, she is unable to apply for UN or state assistance.
A nonprofit was paying the school fees for my brother and me, so I was able to start high school. But I left the school because the association could no longer pay for us both.
While her brother continues to go to school, she works as a tailor. Her mother says the family had no choice but to leave Djibo and her children's school.
It was just too difficult. There were too many killings, attacks on police stations and gendarmeries. That's why we left, so we wouldn't get caught up in it.
The violence in Burkina Faso has been ongoing for 7 years now, and in the past 2 years, coastal countries on its southern border have been reporting violence too. Marie-Pierre Poirier, UNICEF's West and Central Africa Director, visited Burkina Faso last week with UNICEF representatives from those coastal countries to help them prepare for a crisis like that of Burkina Faso's. She spoke with VOA.
Benin, Togo, Ghana, Côte d'Ivoire are reporting attacks on the border areas. These are relatively limited, but what we can see is the rhythm is picking up. It is a reality, it's not just a possibility.
She says UNICEF is working with those countries to extend essential services in the north. They include education for displaced children and building social cohesion, something that analysts say was lacking in Burkina Faso and partly responsible for the conflict there. Sakinata, meanwhile, says she misses her history and geography classes.
In primary school, I liked history and geography because they taught us about the past and things we couldn't have imagined.
The Norwegian Refugee Council says a quarter of all the schools closed in West and Central Africa are in Burkina Faso. Henry Wilkins for VOA News, Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso.